25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. It's Monday. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. OGCJ. Happy Monday, guys. Don't know about you, but felt like I was going to pass out today at Farrell's. Holy smokes. Yeah, after the Friday and Saturday night that I had, I felt the same exact way.
Yeah, guys, how was the rest of your Saturday night?
Oh,
It's good.
I didn't get
all
to
I
talk
could
to you
think about
it.
was bed.
Really?
Oh, I was
It was
so
that
tired.
bad?
I was just tired.
Dude, I slept like a champ.
Oh,
I'm sure you did. I should ask, how was Sunday morning?
Good.
Good. Same here.
Chase B, I was actually going to mention that too. I will never say the S word again when making a prediction.
Yeah.
My
Nice job,
bad
Raff.
on that one, but it was nice to meet you on Friday night. Stars did not win. However, it was a good time had by all there also. DP dropped that puck like a champ.
Yeah.
DP dropped the puck on Friday night too.
Oh, he
didn't
dropped it. He dropped it.
Took care of biz.
Yeah.
Took care of biz. Hey, what happened? Because I need to follow up with that. What happened to the Stars on Saturday?
They lost. So they play today at 7:05, I believe, at the Icebox.
They do play at
Game
the
one.
Icebox.
Game one.
Okay. Because it was a seeding thing for the most part.
Yeah.
Well, they needed to win 2, and I think they needed Waterloo to lose 1, and I don't think they got either.
One of those scenarios took place.
So yeah, so they'll kick it off Monday or tonight.
Nick, weekend plans. What'd you get into, man? Because I know we had our guy Nate back in town.
Yeah,
Nate Brennan was back.
So Nate decided to text me on Friday night and say, "Hey, what time are we hanging out tomorrow?" Which would have been Saturday, and he decided to show up at my house at the early time of 8:30 a.m. And if you saw my Twitter account, there was about a 24-ounce Miller High Life in his hand at 8:30.
Yeah, it looked like a 40 ounce.
Maybe it was.
I think he had a 40.
Okay, so he had 40.
I think he had a 40.
So he had a 40 ounce, and so we hung out there, and then we drove down to the spring game pregame show, and that I made the walk from Memorial Stadium to Tipsy Tina's about 6 times on Saturday, and that is
Are you serious?
That is a very long walk.
Why?
That is a very long walk. Well, so we got like halfway to Tipsy Tina's, and I had to turn around because I forgot my credential in my vehicle.
Man.
I forgot my spring game credential.
You had to walk all the way back.
So I had to walk all the way back because my
dude.
parking pass for the spring game, it was the parking lot directly to the south, not even a block south of the stadium.
Mhm.
All right.
And so, I mean, there's just tons of people, and you got to there at that time, like security had ropes, so you can't just walk across the street. So we had a good time at Tipsy Tina's. I went to the spring game for a little bit, left spring game, met up with some friends, came back home, took a nap. That night we all ran into each other.
Yeah.
We ran into each other. So it was
like
a fun evening.
It was like dance fever Saturday night.
Yeah.
You know what was cool about Saturday night, man, was the fight. That Garcia Davis fight was a fight.
Yeah.
That was a good fight.
Yeah. So
that was a good fight.
Yeah, so then that was it on Saturday, and then Sunday I went to Syracuse, Nebraska.
Oh yeah,
for a little soccer event, a youth soccer event.
Nice.
So,
yesterday?
Yep. So
and it was nice out yesterday.
It was
too,
nice
man.
yesterday. Yeah. So I had to go watch a 12U soccer game. So
the American Nightmare is wanting to know if VJ won the 400. How'd he do, guys? I missed it.
So funny enough about that, and I could bring Rico in for this. I wish Rico was in the back room because we could talk about it. What's funny is Rico texted me on Friday night before Nate texted me and was like, "Hey, you're gonna be there at 9 a.m. tomorrow for VJ's race?" And I was like, "Nah, man, I'm not gonna be there." And he's like, "Well, why not?" It's like he's not gonna do it. Like I said, he's not gonna do it. For whatever reason, whether I understand not wanting to run because of the cold weather. I get it. But I was like, Rico, he's not gonna do it. And he's like, well, I gotta show up. I'm like, all right, sounds good, man. Have fun.
Have fun.
And then I get to Tipsy Tina's and he comes up to me, and for one of the first things he says, he goes, "You were right. He didn't run."
Well, my bet's off.
Yep, it's over.
It was supposed
All
to be the
bets
22nd.
are voided.
It was supposed to be
And
the
so
22nd.
now that means he will never run it.
And here's the thing. Saturday would have been a cold day to run. Bottom up.
100%. Yeah.
But the bet was the 22nd.
22nd. And that was the date he selected. And he had months to train.
Yeah,
I get ready for it.
My bet's off. I hope he
Get
gets it done. But
get those muscles loose, and the cold weather will be all right for you.
yeah, my bet's off. I mean, the date was the 22nd. The 22nd's passed, and so it is what it is at this point.
I'm sure he'll talk about it. I'm sure he will talk about it on the show today.
Yeah, Chase B says I ran into VJ. The bet was the 22nd, regardless. And first of all, I don't blame. I mean, that's a cold day. To run.
It is cold. It was cold,
but
especially at 9 a.m.
That was the date. That was the date. That was the time. So it is what it is. Speaking of the spring game, because we're going to talk about the game. First of all, what we got coming up for you guys. We got the Huskers. Didn't fare so well this weekend on the Diamonds. The girls did. The girls did, but the guys, I mean, that was yeah. But outside the game, what did you guys think of like the festivities around the stadium, etc. Pregame? Because we're down at Tipsy Tina's early. We had a great lineup, great time. Met a lot of folks that listen. Appreciate all you listeners too for coming down to say hello.
That's awesome.
That met us. We appreciate you. There's a lot of listeners, Raff, that I met. So I know that you did as well.
Yeah,
and even our bike guy.
The guys that rolled up in the car next to us.
Yes, the Corvette. The red Corvette. They know who they are. We didn't get their names, but appreciate the red Corvette. That was a good time. And then, go ahead, Raff.
Oh, no, I was just saying, then there was Florida Steve. Steve from Florida.
From Orlando.
That's
He's from Orlando, Florida, man. Orlando, Florida.
Dang, why is he in Lincoln?
Yeah, I think he came back for the spring game. Yeah, came back for the spring game, man. Who else? There was a cat that I think his name was Kevin. I want to make sure I get it right. I'm looking at my Twitter right now so I don't get his name wrong. But Kev, definitely appreciate you, my man.
Chase B at the Stars game, when he came out to me, he just said he recognized me because of my sweatpants.
Yeah.
Perfect.
DJ Kevin Kev, my man, appreciate you, brother. Met you down at Tipsy Tina's, came down. He said, thanks for letting me rock the ring. So let him rock the ring, and met him down at Tipsy Tina's. Met a lot of folks, man, that were down at the game and just hanging out. Okay, so what'd you guys think of the crowd?
I think it was about what I expected. I think there would have been a lot more if the weather would have been warmer. It would have been a lot busier.
Yeah. But they got 60,000.
Yeah, 66,000.
66. Yep. It's the third most in the country. Yeah. Ohio State is number one with like 75.
Yeah.
So
the weather that we were dealt, I think it was great. And then I also want to say too that Coach Rule, I mean, to basically shed the spotlight. I mean, this was, his first time in front of the state of Nebraska, and to shed the spotlight and put it all on Coach Solich. I think that is probably one of the more classier gestures that I've seen in a long time. And I just totally respect what he did there.
The fullback.
Yeah, the entire weekend with Frank Solich festivities was something special.
It was. I'm gonna talk more about that, his event too, later on the show. At his event. That was Daryl 66, my man. He says, great to see AD and Rav. My son Tony and I were the ones, the red vet. GBR Daryl.
Yeah.
Daryl, appreciate you, man. And Daryl, anytime you want to give the keys to me and Rav, we will kindly take care of that Corvette. Not like in what's his name? Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We won't drive it like that.
We'll park it for you.
We'll drive it kindly for you, Daryl. But they rolled up to us, man. We were on the bike cart. He probably seen our the biker leg shot from driving me and Raff. That was about 450 pounds he was driving right there on his bike.
We were his first ride of the day.
Yeah, we got his legs.
So we've locked into a contract now.
His last. He was like, man, I'm tired.
We'll be using them in the fall.
Well, folks, we will be back talking Huskers baseball, Husker softball, and of course, the big spring game that took place, the Frank Solich celebration that took place all weekend, which was very classy. I even texted Trev, told him, man, well done, big bro. Well done. So we'll be back to talk all things sports after these messages from our sponsorships and our partners. Drive with AD and Raff, 90.7 Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced, with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with a purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $2 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
For great views, go to Kansas. For unforgettable views of action-packed racing, go to Kansas Speedway. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, May 6th and 7th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them?
By their clothes,
their age,
the way they speak.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Bank Strong, and the Ad Council.
Experience cool blue waters right in your backyard. All in-stock above-ground swimming pools at Bonsall Pool and Spa are now 50%. This offer is good through the end of May or until supplies run out. Our stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new pool now. And don't forget to stock up for the season with our spring chemical sale for any new or existing pool. Learn more at bonsallpool.com or visit us at 33rd and Highway 2. Bonsall Pool and Spa, every day made better. It's April, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
It's springtime. You know what that means. It's sandal season at Brown Shoe Fit. At the start of the season, we're offering $10 off sandals under $105 and $15 off sandals $110 or more. Now through enjoy brands like Atrex, Kiva, Clarks, Taos, Keen, and many more on sale now. This deal won't last long, so come on down to Brown Shoe for our spring sandal sale. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. Brown Shoe Fit Lincoln, 66 NQ.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Motor Food is Lincoln's hardest rocking food truck and cafe. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their order carry out or schedule catering at theirfoodtruck.com.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Hey there.
Hi, honey.
Uh-oh.
Remember we told Jamie and Mike about Liberty First Credit Union, how great their checking account and car loans are, the amazing service we get, and how we love being members?
Yeah.
Well, they took our advice. Jamie said how easy it was to move all their accounts and become members. Now they say they're banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union.
Learn more about being a member at libertyfirstu.com. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Member NCUA.
Tailored Life is now open in Bennett. Make the short drive on Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, shrubs, vines, perennials, and colorful annuals. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Despite an increase in cloud cover, we should see a beautiful afternoon with a high of around 68. Winds a little breeze out of the south, around 15 to 20. Partly cloudy tonight with a low of around 41. Will be slightly cooler tomorrow, still breezy southeast winds gusting over 20 with a high of 62. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel. So do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck. So stop on in or visit us online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with approved credit.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93 Point Ticket. It is Monday. What in the world are we going to do with ourselves? 4 months? 3 months?
Well, I think we find out today a lot of attrition. I think a lot of that.
Some players be leaving the program.
There's no reason for it to drag on any longer. I think we find out a lot of answers today regarding Husker football specifically.
It's going to be interesting for sure. I mean, because like you guys mentioned, you're at 98 scholarships. You got to get down to 85.
13
in portal closes
probably 15,
again.
I bet. 16.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, guys, all those guys may just some of the guys that are taken off of scholarship may not necessarily leave either.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something to consider as well, to think about that. But we're definitely going to dive into that, folks. What are you going to say?
Did you guys see on Saturday the Colorado spring game? Their leading receiver from their spring game on Saturday entered the portal the next day.
No, hold on. Say that again.
The leading receiver in Colorado's spring game on Saturday entered the portal on Sunday morning.
Yep.
That is interesting, bro.
Yep. And he was he was one of the people that was most excited about having Dion when they first hired him back in November. I went back, I forgot what his name is. It's three names.
So he is the leading receiver.
Yeah. So
what's his name? Yeah, read that.
A day after leading Colorado with 154 receiving yards and a touchdown in the spring game.
154.
Wide receiver Montana Lemonius Craig is now in the NCAA transfer portal.
Wow.
He gone.
Wow. That is something that you don't see a lot. Kent says Isaiah flew and let us spring him. Yeah, Isaiah flew out and did. Isaiah was a good guy, though, man. Good dude. I haven't heard that name in a long time, bro.
Yeah, so it's just interesting. I mean, Colorado continues to lose players, but I think that's what they're trying to do.
Weed them out.
Yeah,
you're gonna weed people out. You know, think about it, guys. I've said this 100 times, man. I want Dion to be successful, except when he plays Nebraska.
let's have the conversation because I'm curious. Is there a scenario where Dion is at Colorado for longer than 3 seasons?
Oh, I don't know. I think everything with Colorado is premature. Anything, because you're talking about a program that was, literally, not that they would have ever done it, but there were actually talks, and very strong talks, of mostly fans just shutting the program down altogether.
Yeah.
Anytime, think about that. We're in any trouble. We're so bad. And I mean, they were actually talking about, man, Colorado actually shut their football program down. You think it was a storied program McCartney built up?
We're done.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. So yeah, I think there's more work than I think some people realize that has to be done at Colorado.
Yeah.
And they needed a Dion type to reestablish something. Now I'm going to say this though, nothing's being reestablished yet. They haven't played a game yet as far as that goes. There's a lot of things that have to happen there, but like I said, I wish Dion those guys the best, except when they play us. I hope we beat them by 100, quite honestly. But who knows? Who knows what's going on over in Colorado, man? Like I said, I love Dion, man. I love that he brings, but Dion's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Dion's not for everybody. Rule's not for everybody. Any coach you have is not for everybody. So I'm going to let them handle what they do over there. I'm going to worry about here in Nebraska. And but speaking of Nebraska, though, what's that, Raff?
I was flashing back to when you're talking about not for everybody, and I was thinking about that picture you posted with Coach Osborne, and Abdul posted it and said, "Why did they give that man a name tag?" And I was thinking the same exact thing.
Well, he didn't have to. Here's the deal. He didn't have to. It shows you Coach Osborne's humility.
Yeah.
He didn't have to put it on.
Yeah.
Because you walked in and you just grab a name tag. So no one put it on him. He put it on himself.
Yeah.
Again, it just shows you Coach Osborne's humility to where you didn't have to necessarily put a name tag on. You come up the elevators in the West Stadium, and they had the name. You sign in, but you didn't have to put on a name tag.
Yeah.
Because everybody didn't. But Coach Osborne, being who he is, he put on a name tag. Yep, that's just Coach being coachy.
Awesome.
We were all laughing like, I think we all know who Coach is.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that guy standing in the corner?
But yeah, Coach Osborne, being humble as he is, slapped on the name tag, man. Yeah. Well, it was not a good weekend, Husker baseball wise.
Oh boy.
You guys want to know a statistic from the weekend?
I probably don't.
We lost
yes.
3 games, but moved up 10 slots.
No, that's not true at all. So this comes from good friend Evan Bland of the Omaha World Herald.
Mm-hmm.
Says, so Nebraska gets swept by the Hawkeyes on the road. Nebraska's starting pitching in the 3-game series against the Hawkeyes. This is the starting pitching, just starters. 6 2/3 innings pitched. That means your starter is not getting out of the second inning on average.
Well, we had one get through.
Yeah. Out of the second inning.
They made it to the third.
They allowed 13 hits.
Gosh.
They allowed 12 earned runs. They had 7 walks, 5 strikeouts, hit 2 batters, and had a 16.2 ERA. The starting pitching. Once again, 6 between all 3 games of the series.
Yeah.
6 2/3, allowed 13 hits, 12 earned runs, 7 walks, only 5 strikeouts, hit 2 batters, and had a 16.20 ERA.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good your offense is, guys. Doesn't matter how
the
many,
offense left
was not
left too.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how many home runs Bryce Matthews has this season, or this dominant order of Bryce and Max Anderson and Casey Burnham and those guys. If you're allowing 13 runs out of your starting pitchers and walking more guys than and they don't have the bullpen talent right now to where they can make it a bullpen game. We've seen that in midweek games. Like that's
they got UNO tomorrow.
Yeah, they have UNO tomorrow, but we've seen it in previous midweek games where those are bullpen type of games where it's like, all right, we're going to send Kyle Perry out there. He's going to get us 4 good ones. Then we're going to have a guy come in for 2 innings, then a guy for 1, then a guy for 1. Bullpen games. They haven't been able to get many of those under their belt. Like, they haven't been able to be successful in those. So when you come out on the weekends and you got to do that 3 straight days, that's asking a lot of a group that just unfortunately hasn't played, performed well this season so far.
And the bats were quiet. I would have scored 1 run the last 2 games. I forgot what they did on Friday night.
Was Friday night score? Oh,
I know they got shut out on Saturday and scored 1 run on Sunday, and then the 1 run was a leadoff home run by Bryce.
Scored 1 run yesterday.
Matthews.
That's what it was.
So that was basically shut out in 2 straight games. That's
Nick, what's our RPI right now?
Oh Lord,
gosh!
I want to know. I know I don't want to know, but I do want to know.
Do you have that sinking sensation in your stomach right now?
A little bit.
I'll be able to let you know here real quickly.
Maybe we moved up a couple slots.
You lose.
Unfortunately,
it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm not sure that we did.
Darn.
I doubt we did, but it'd be interesting to see what happens though, because they have they got UNO tomorrow, and let's make sure of that. Yeah, it's UNO tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Oh, they're just Omaha now.
What's that? Oh yeah, yes, right, Omaha. Yeah, I can't say UNO. Yeah, Omaha.
We don't say that.
Yeah, they're just Omaha now. Because Nick, we were 122, weren't we?
119th.
We're still 119th.
No, we're not there right now. Hold on.
Oh boy, we were 119th.
Oh my gosh, we moved up.
Yes.
Are you serious?
What did I tell you, everybody?
Nebraska after.
That's how it's done right there.
After getting swept.
Way to go, Huskers.
To Iowa. Their previous RPI was 111. Their current RPI as of this minute, 98th.
Boom. What's up now?
How does that even work?
Take
Nick?
that.
See,
Go Big Red.
I don't understand the RPI, man. I mean, you get
that
throttled.
Is hilarious.
But I think it is. It's balanced throughout the whole season. So apparently, somebody that they beat earlier in the season,
someone else had to have lost.
Must
something
have
like
got a victory against somebody with a decent ranking.
Iowa was 57th previously. They are now 43rd. So they moved up as well, 14 spots.
So we both moved up.
Yeah,
a lot.
Good.
Not all is lost in Husker land.
Well, here's the thing:
you
cannot.
I
can't
was
lose to
scrolling.
UNO
I was scrolling so far down, like, where's Nebraska? And I'm like, oh, here we go. We're gonna have to scroll up.
Maybe we'll move up.
Sure enough, there it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
Way to go, Huskers!
Man,
they're 21-14 on the year now.
Game on.
So
we have a big game against Omaha tomorrow night at 7:00. The women's softball though took care of business against Wisconsin, man.
They did.
And that was huge.
Won the series against Wisconsin.
And Wisconsin, they have a heart. Nebraska's in the heart of their schedule right now, man. And it's going to be. They've got some big ones coming up still.
I was going to say, I think they have a road series coming up against Northwestern, who is first in the conference right now, and they are. I mean, that's going to be the big one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about history, and we got a lot of spring game. Also, want to hear from you. What did you like in the spring game? What didn't you like? What's something that maybe a surprise you? Give us a text or even give us a call. We're going to open up some phone lines at 9:30. We're going to be with a lot of texts as well, but we really want to break down the spring game because there's a lot to unpack with that.
Herbie Husker,
the Frank Solich dedication, which we thought was awesome. We'll talk more about that, but let us know your thoughts as well. Give us a text on the Starter Heyman text line at 424-645-5685. We'll be back after messages from our partners, AD and Raff, Nick holding it down, 90.7 Ticket.
The best part about community college is to visit, and you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus tour. An opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour. Learn more on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
There's a new way to vacay when you fly LNK. Check out brand new service at the Lincoln Airport to some of America's favorite travel destinations. Catch convenient nonstop flights to Vegas, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Orlando, Austin, Dallas, or Nashville when you fly via Redway. With so many affordable options to choose from, planning your vacation has never been easier. Visit GoFlyRed.com and book today. Flights are public charters offered by Global X Air Tours LLC and operated by Global Crossing Airlines Incorporated.
Nutrition Authority invites you to save 35 to 75% off at the Spring Mega Sale. We're taking our better than internet prices and cutting them even deeper, bringing you the biggest sale of the season. Monday, April 24th through Saturday, April 29th, the Spring Mega Sale is on at Nutrition Authority. For location information, check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Despite an increase in cloud cover, we should see a beautiful afternoon with a high of around 68. Winds a little breezy out of the south at around 15 to 20. Partly cloudy tonight with a low of around 41. Will be slightly cooler tomorrow. Still breezy southeast winds gusting over 20 with a high of 62. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in April. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Teammates Mentoring Program. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
For great views, go to Kansas. For unforgettable views of action-packed racing, go to Kansas Speedway. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, May 6th and 7th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel. So do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck. So stop on in or visit us online at KoppelCars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with Root Credit.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scotts Bluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Board of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska at sandhills.jobs.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. AD, it's about that time.
Yes. The doctors, as Rico called us, the doctors. I think his acronym was not very good for us.
Something
though.
about repulsive.
Repulsive song.
Yeah.
Now.
Folks, we have
Now.
Sam Cook coming up. You know, Nick.
I'm going to try to edit this just a little.
You know what, dude?
Now.
On Saturday when Raff read Elway's
I was smiling.
Motorsports, his face.
Wait, was that what your guys' segment was sponsored by?
Yeah, it was sponsored by Elway Motorsports.
I think it was just by the luck of the draw.
And I think Jake knew exactly what he was doing because
did.
Raff, it was cold outside, and Raff
warmed up.
His face turned redder than Herbie Husker's hat.
Yeah,
and it was he got really. I seen that, Nick. I looked down. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
I'm gonna get to meet John Elway on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. You're gonna meet him.
You're gonna meet him. Is he gonna be here Sunday?
I don't know, but I'm gonna be there to see if he is here.
Yeah,
just so I can meet him,
just to rub it in,
and tell Raff, hey Raff, I'm 1 for 1. You're 0 for 4.
Man,
Nick's not really that nice.
Well, this song is nice. Here we go with history.
When you're so all right.
Now punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Rico's really good. He gets the hand gestures down.
He goes
back
after
there.
it.
I can't move that quick, man.
Yeah.
I can't move that quick. Well, I tell you who could move quick. 1994, David Robinson scores ties 7th highest total in the NBA in 1994. To 1995, court orders Darryl Strawberry to pay back $350K in taxes.
Dang.
Pocket change.
Please don't take my pocket change. What movie is that from, Nick? Please don't take my pocket change.
No idea.
Raff, you know. Coming to America.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, if I take your money, you'll be in no more mischief.
Yeah.
You commit no more mischief if I take a pocket change. He had a half a $500,000 in his pocket. I mean, please do not take my pocket change.
Semi, or was it Simi?
Simi. You will cause no more mischief if you have no money. Please do not take my pocket change. My man had a $500,000 in his pocket. 2004 NFL draft. I want to talk about this too, you guys. Ole Miss quarterback Eli Manning, first pick by San Diego Chargers, and obviously does not stay in San Diego. Nope. He goes to the Giants. His nephew. There was an interesting
Cooper or Arch.
There was an interesting thing on Twitter. They were breaking down and they were showing his plays in the spring game. And I forget, it wasn't Rappaport that said it. It was another reporter. I got to find it. But he said if this guy's last name was not Manning, he's a 2 or 3 star at best.
Yep.
You guys, did you guys see any clips of him in the spring game?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it wasn't too great.
No, and I'm not judging solely on that, but there wasn't a lot to be like, wow. I mean, he's definitely not taking over
Ewers.
He's not exactly. Ewers, I think, is very safe as a starter. And Ewers doesn't get hurt last year. We're not even having this discussion, but
Steve Sarkisian said, I don't think it's much of a question. Quinn is our quarterback.
Yeah.
That's what he said. So
he is. Yep. He is. And Manning, and get it, that was one spring game.
Yeah.
I think people were a little brutal, but at the same time, when you have that last name, it comes with the territory.
Well, guys, in terms of NIL valuation, he is the 3rd highest paid college athlete.
Dang.
In the out of all sports across the entire country, 3.4 mil.
Nice.
Good gosh.
But that's down from his valuation a couple weeks ago prior to the spring game.
highest paid backup in the country.
Prior to the spring game, well, don't forget Quinn Ewers was in that same spot.
Oh yeah.
Quinn Ewers was one of the highest paid athletes right when NIL began.
Right.
When he went to Ohio State, ends up transferring back home to Texas.
Yep.
And if you talk also to Ohio State, I think I've told you guys the story. Ohio State didn't want him.
No.
Didn't want him to come early. Yep. They did not want him to come early. They said, Quint, we don't have a spot for you. We don't, you're not going to play. You'll just practice. But he wanted to go so that he could earn NIL money. So he graduated a year early, goes to Ohio State, doesn't play, and then he hits the portal, goes to Texas, becomes a starter, and here we are.
When does the portal close again?
The 30th.
I thought, 30th. Yep. So they got basically another 6 days.
6 days.
6 days. Do you guys? Well, I'm going to get to Husker history. We'll talk about that next
Husker
segment.
history.
In 1923.
Whoa.
With Chancellor Samuel Avery at the reins of a horse-drawn plow on a drizzly Thursday morning in Lincoln, ground is broken for Memorial Stadium, the new home for Nebraska football. 1923, 100 years ago. This week is when they built Memorial Stadium, and it's still going through a lot of transition to this day.
Oh yeah,
because the east side middle section was closed. for the game on Saturday. And I don't know if were they doing construction on that part, you think?
Yeah, they're putting in new seats, I believe. Or...
New seats that are farther apart.
Yeah.
More space.
More space.
More space.
Spacious.
So, yeah, that's something 100 years ago, this picture that's pretty cool. If you go to Husker Max, it's on there, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
They got a picture.
That was when I was in Arizona. I met Mr. Hawkins, and his grandpa was the one that did the construction on the stadium.
That's crazy cool, man. So 100 years ago is when that went down, dude.
You guys want to know some history that's being made today from Nebraska men's basketball?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Koa Pete.
Koa.
A 5-star.
Hello.
6'8", 210 power forward from Gilbert, Arizona. Rated the third best player in the entire country. Koa Pete is unofficially visiting Nebraska today.
Today?
Nice.
2025 guy. Here's this. His older brother is former Husker defensive lineman Todd Pete Jr.
Nice.
Connections.
Get
us a 5-star.
And we got some happy birthdays. We got a happy birthday. Jared Tomich. Happy birthday.
JT.
And happy birthday. 69 years old, goes out to the only Nebraska quarterback to start a Super Bowl. Vince Ferragamo, number 15.
It's Ferragamo. Vince.
Shout out to DP. I have an autographed jersey from him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Big shout out to DP on that, man. Well, folks, we come back. We are going to unpack the spring game. Want to hear your thoughts. Offensive, defensive side. Also, the Frank Solich celebration was absolutely amazing, which we'll get into that as well. So take a break. Message from our sponsors. We'll be right back. The Drive with AD and Raff. Nick holding it down. 90.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills is a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Careership opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hey there. Hi, honey.
Uh-oh.
Remember we told Jake about Liberty First Credit Union, how great their checking account and car loans are, the amazing service we get, and how we love being members?
Yeah.
Nice. Jamie said how easy it was to move all their accounts and become members. Now they say they're banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union.
Learn more about being a member at libertyfirstcu.com. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Member NCUA.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Attention Lincoln. Looking for an effective the fitness goal you haven't been able to accomplish on your own? Body Fit Training science-based programming is led by multiple highly accredited coaches who will help you get the results you're capable of. Their group of strength training classes are designed to help you build muscle, burn fat, and improve your overall fitness level. At BFT Lincoln, you'll train like an athlete and be surrounded by motivated and like-minded individuals. For a limited time only, book a free class or exclusive trial offer by visiting bodyfittraining.com.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando me dijo que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil. Un día me dijeron que pintara el marco del lado por dentro y pinté el lado de afuera.
Yo le di a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él.
Si algo se nota diferente, podría ser Alzheimer. Es momento de hablarlo. Visita alz.org/nuestras historias para saber más. Un mensaje de the Alzheimer's Association y the Ad Council.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids. First, I hold my hands out like they're on a steering wheel. Then I look over my shoulder. Next, I put it in reverse. Beep, beep, beep. Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council. Looking for a
solid, stable assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding, we got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
There's a new way to vacay when you fly LNK. Check out brand new service at the Lincoln Airport to some of America's favorite travel destinations. Convenient nonstop flights to Vegas, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Orlando, Austin, Dallas, or Nashville when you fly via Redway. With so many affordable options to choose from, planning your vacation has never been easier. Visit GoFlyRed.com and book today. Flights are public charters offered by Global X Air Tours LLC and operated by Global Crossing Airlines Incorporated.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Nick Sainert here for The Body Shop. I recently had an incredible massage from Dennis and his team at The Body Shop, and now a massage for you can possibly turn a free massage for your mom. That's right, with every service you receive in April, your name is put into a drawing for a free massage gift certificate that can turn into a wonderful Mother's Day gift for the mom in your life. Book your appointment at thebodyshoplincoln.com and stop by their location at 48th and A. The Body Shop.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Increase in cloud cover. We should see a beautiful afternoon with a high of around 68. Winds a little breezy out of the south at around 15 to 20. Partly cloudy tonight with a low of around 41. It'll be slightly cooler tomorrow. Still breezy. Southeast winds gusting over 20 with a high of 62. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Motor Food is Lincoln's hardest rocking food truck and cafe. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all beef split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check their menu, order carry out, or schedule catering at motorfoodtruck.com.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Heisman Trophy winner, Eric Cross. What's the game when you truck the guy?
Iowa. That was like, that play right there was all about me. This is my job. Because I was in a QB battle with Bobby Newcomb at that time. Actually, I shouldn't have been playing quarterback that game. I was playing receiver. I think they were trying to keep me a little bit happy, and they put me in at QB, and we had scored. And I think the coach was kind of like looking at each other like, we might have to put him in like maybe another series. And so, I mean, I think I played. I don't know that I came out of the game a whole lot. We ended up winning 42-7. But again, I was just being me. That's how I play the game.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And full time with the purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option by selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaking author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. Huskers beat Miami. It is 13-0 and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Nick's being mean again.
What did I do to you, Raff?
Every second of the day, I feel like it's just take a shot at Raff.
The worst part
Take
is that
a shot at Raff.
the worst part is you bring the show back and instantly look at AD and like, all right,
All right,
we're back. I don't think I've ever heard you bring a segment back without all right.
That's my calling card.
It's not a bad thing. It's
my
not a
calling
bad thing
card.
at all. I'm not saying it's a
Dick
bad thing.
Enberg had oh my, and Keith Jackson had oh Nelly. And,
Whoa, Nelly.
Whoa, Nelly. And Chris Raff has all right, we're back, everybody. That's my calling card.
He said, Chase B says, Raff just reminded me how many Super Bowls the Detroit Lions have. Oh,
fine.
man.
It's okay.
Thanks, Chase B.
There was a spring game, and
there was?
It was cold.
It was cold.
Well,
I went down. So we wrapped our segment at 11:50 to 12:05 down at Tipsy Tina's. Big shout out to Tipsy Tina's as well.
Tipsy Tina's.
Appreciate Tipsy Tina's for always being one of our big sponsors. A1 Auto Group with Kendall Warnick and his fam. Appreciate you, brother, being one of the sponsors for the tailgate show. We appreciate that, man. Yeah, it was cold because even me and Raff, we got down there, we stopped at Jake's first, and we got a bike cart. We got our contract signed.
Pedal cap
signed. Young man's first name?
Jesse.
Jesse, man. Jesse wrote us. Jesse, appreciate you. Big shout out to you, man. Thanks for taking care of me and Raff, getting us down to Tipsy Tina's for the 93.7 tailgate. We enjoyed that because we do not like walking when we don't have to. Yes, we are lazy.
We have not been able to disc golf yet.
Yeah, we got to do that though. We got to do the disc golf.
The best for this is, well, we could Uber down there. Yeah, but we're gonna have to walk a block to get.
We literally had that conversation. Oh my god. Me and Raff are sitting there. Jake.
How expensive are the pedal cabs?
Oh, you pay him whatever you want. 10 to 20.
Okay.
We pay him all. We always pay him good.
Unless you're that one pedal cab.
Oh,
he's in a different atmosphere.
Yeah, this dude last year, man, was not Nebraska nice. I'm gonna just put it that way. And he was charging folks. I mean, literally, you could have an Uber service all day for what he was trying to charge us. I was like, man, and other bikers don't like him. They're not like him. He was a punk.
He's known in the pedal cab community.
Yeah, he is not liked. He is not well liked, man. He was not a good dude, man. I was just like, really, bro? And it was, was just mean about it too. I was just like, dude, are you here to make money or not? You know, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Wild. He's known in the pedal cab.
He is, dude. He was going to charge us. I'm gonna put it out. He was going to charge us $40 for a ride from the stadium to Jake's. 40. And was a punk about it too. I was like, man, I'll give you $20. He was, and just was mean. I was like, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
All right. Wow.
So the driver's like, we got you. They do not like this dude. And he was, we're not going to waste any airspace on that dude right there. So there was a spring game.
Do you remember what he looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he's still a member in the pedal cab community.
No, he's not anymore. I didn't see him this year.
He's done.
I think he's done because he was coming down from Omaha or something like that.
Gotcha.
And the other guys do not like him because he's just not a nice dude. If he would have just been cool about it, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna. But he was like, not.
He was
cool
up front. Yeah, he was. All
It
right.
was, it was awkward.
It was awkward. Put it less. So we got to the game. I go to the game.
Yep.
And it was cool, man, because they had our passes for us at will call. And I met some Huskers I'd never met before. In fact, Jeff Hansen, he played in 74. And so the story behind it is I'm in front of the old ticket off. Well, I'm basically where the parking garage across from the stadium, okay, on the west side.
West side.
And I'm sitting down because, Raff, I got there pretty quick. I'm like, man, I got 30 minutes before I go in. I didn't want to go in there and stand any longer than I had to. So there's a little bench outside across. And so I sat down and was just kind of returning text messages. And three dudes came up. They were just kind of in front of me. They were like, hey, can you take this picture for us? No problem, man. So I get them to take the picture. I had my championship ring on. And I didn't really want to be taking pictures at that point.
Yeah.
And they're like, whoa, what's that ring from? Because they seen the ring when I was taking the picture. And I was like, man, I rode the Pine back in the early 90s, man. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Told him the name. Hey, we get a picture with you with the ring. So I took a picture of those guys. He goes, I played at Nebraska. He showed me his bull ring from 74, Jeff Hansen. I'm like, man, so you met a Husker brother. So me and him ended up walking to the will call window together to get our sideline passes. And then we're in the line. Man, there's Jock Allen's in the line. Tony Veland came up behind us. Clinton Childs came up behind us.
Coach Osborne had to get his name tag on.
No, and if he did, he put it on. Yeah. And there was another Husker. I remember the name faintly, but Preston Love played back on the Vandy's first team.
Wow.
And the dude, this brother looks like he's like 55, and he's in his 70s. Jeez. And he looked awesome. Preston Love, former Husker, lives in Nebraska. I'm living in Omaha, Nebraska. So it was really cool to see him. But yeah, man, there was just a lot of dudes that I hadn't seen in a long time. So that part was really cool. And I'll get to Coach Solich deal in a bit, but I want to break down the spring game. What's you guys' thoughts on the spring game?
I thought it was, your typical spring game, which, after last year, we did not see a typical spring game. So I was happy to see that. Offensively, I like the formations they were running. Mm-hmm. I really think that the play action pass is going to be something I think Nebraska will really be able to hang their hat on this year, because I was looking at the statistics for the running backs. Nothing really like caught my eye, like eye popping, but I saw stuff, right? I think we have a really, I mean, we know it already, but we have a really good backfield, and they all bring different strengths to the table. Ramir Johnson's really quick. He looks a lot quicker than he has.
Well, it's that now with that, I mean, fumbles are a concern. And I want to allow people, like, so that's something I said on Saturday night. Somebody asked me, hey, what are your overall thoughts on the spring game? And I was like, well, you got to clean up, I think the running back room is going to be really good. But we fumbled.
Yeah. I
get that, but look past the 7 fumbles, I think.
And some of the fumbles too, where they came from, like it's important, don't get me wrong, but some of them were like a lot of fumbled snaps. I noticed that when I went back and watched it. Some high snaps, but I really like the way, like, they ran it was at a single back set. I think it was in the first quarter, and they ran play action, and Sims just looked really good, and just the way they sucked up the defense and went over the top.
Was that the one that they got the pass to Borkacher?
I think it was, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I just know I saw that play, and I was like, ooh, I like this.
So Chase BS, can you guys clarify who was playing for what teams? Was it the ones on whites and 2s on reds? It was. Well, actually, scratch that. Basically, the ones were on white on offense. The ones on defense were in red. It was, I mean, you were playing best on best. It was no, this is the number 1 defense versus the number 2 defense. This is the number 2 defense versus the number 1. Like that, there was none of that. It was 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2s. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm all about that. I'm all for it.
Play football.
100%. So,
there was kind of the breakdown of the stats.
And then,
no, go ahead.
And I was going to say too, I think that Gage Stanger kid, I think he's going to be somebody that's going to be, I don't know if I want to go as far to like a JoJo Doman type, but I see him, Gifford type, but I see him being somebody, his football knowledge, and he's a fast kid too. Runs 4, went back and looked, he runs like a 4.55 40.
Who's that?
Gage Stanger, Stenger. He had an interception at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And he had
47.
And he had a hit. He almost crushed, or he did crush somebody.
1 solo, 1 assisted, and 2 total sacks.
I tell you who I really enjoyed, and I've liked him ever since his recruitment, Cameron Lenhart.
Yep.
I really like Cameron Lenhart. You want to talk about a freshman that could possibly find the field on defense. In Nebraska's defense, like I remember saying last year, it is young to where they're going to have some guys return this next year and for years to come. When you think about Malcolm Hartzog and you think about, well, at that time it was Ernest Hausman, but now they brought in other people to kind of fill that void. And up front, I mean, you're keeping Ty Robinson once he gets healthy and things like that. Cameron Lenhart is a guy from IMG Academy in Florida who was a priority Nebraska target for a very long time, and he had the final 3 schools of Nebraska, Nebraska, Michigan State, and Penn State. This is a guy that there's, I mean, he can find the field and he can make his presence known.
We had 3 solo tackles, Lenhart, and 1 assisted. The dude was very disruptive.
Yeah,
very disruptive.
It was funny. The first couple tackles for losses came from a true freshman in Cameron Lenhart and a converted tight end to defensive lineman AJ Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
That was how the first. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 tackles for loss. All of them came from those 2 guys, and it was like, all right, well. And then we've gotten this multiple times on the text line. MJ Sherman, the Georgia transfer, I mean, just went off as well. Just a really impressive performance from MJ Sherman. So
Ramir Johnson had 6 carries for 35 yards. Anthony Grant had 14 carries for 47 yards. Gabe Irvin was 8 for 24. Harburg was 7 for 38. For the Red, AJ Allen was 7 carries for 20. Chibba Purdy was 4 for 22. Then passing, Sims was 9 of 13, 139. What you guys think about Sims, man? What you guys think? Overall thoughts?
I think he's got to work on his accuracy a little bit, but I understand what's appealing about Jeff Sims from for a quarterback for this staff, if that makes sense. Like, I understand when you look at him, the measurables, it's appealing for this staff, and his ability to run the ball, I think, as well, is appealing. I think it's going to be a grinded out type of summer. I really do. I think it's going to be a grinded out type of summer for this quarterback battle, unless there's some attrition to the portal.
What's your thoughts, Raff?
I thought he played good. I thought his command of the offense was good. He finished 9 for 13, I believe.
Yep. Yep.
9 for 13. He hit the tight Borkircher over the middle. He had that pass. Had check downs. I go back to the play action passing game. I just think that's where Nebraska, I think, is really gonna pay off. I think with those running backs they have, and you come out and if you get that downhill running game going and then play action pass, I see a lot of potential there. And that we really didn't see much, from our tight ends like Fedoni and Gilbert. I know Gilbert dropped a couple passes, but I think they're going to be valuable once the year gets started too. And another thing, I know it was just a spring game, but they ran the fullback trap to start the game for Solich, but
which is cool.
But I was like sitting there like, this is a real game, don't go away from it. I mean, that was 8 yards.
Fullback was in quite a bit, on Saturday,
but not a ton, not a ton of carries.
Right.
But definitely, I really think Nebraska, if it's going to be successful this year, it's pounding that rock, set up the play action, and a lot of good things will happen. But got to get that running game going, and that saves your offensive line too in the pass protections.
As far as Jeff Sims, again, he was 9 for 13, and Raff, you mentioned it as well as you did, Nick. The accuracy's got to improve. I didn't realize how big he was because that was the first time I'd been down to the stadium. Because you guys all know I don't go to practice or nothing like that, man. But I was good to see they look a little different.
Yeah,
and that's just within 4 months.
Yeah,
and I'm not just Sims, but Sims is a big kid. And I'm gonna tell you what else, man. And I'll get to him in a minute. But that Sherman, that transfer from Georgia, I mean, dude, he's a ball hawk.
Prince Will, he played
Prince
good.
Will, yep.
I'll tell you what, I'm excited to see, and I think Coach Rule said the same. The body transformations over the summer.
It's going to kick up even more. It's going to kick up even more. Cheeseburger said here, I'm going to read some more of these here in a bit. Cheeseburger said Sims needs to work on his accuracy. Well, he just accuracy a lot. Running back need to work on ball security. Wide receivers can't catch. Defense still can't tackle. Kickers are missing. Well, dang Cheeseburger? It is spring ball. It is spring ball. And he says it's not a great look so far. That's why you have spring games, though. You clean up the sloppiness.
And big thing for me was it was just physical, and they actually were tackling.
Yeah, I mean, so granted, what Cheeseburger's saying is true. There were turnovers. Yeah. I mean, that's a big that's something to be alert. I don't put a lot into that I do put a lot in that in the spring, but however, I think Maddie's dad had a great point there too. A couple of those fumbles were just good hits, man. Yeah, I mean, they were just wasn't like they were were toting the ball out there or anything like that. Those things just happen. But to Cheeseburger's point, though, you're going to have to reduce the amount of turnover. Regardless if it's spring or not, you can't put the ball on the turf.
Yeah.
Let's, before we get to break, one position battle that you're most excited about.
I think it's going to be quarterback for me and running back.
Okay. Who do you think eventually wins it?
I don't know, because I think, right now Jeff Sims is the hot name, because he's new. But also Casey didn't have this system. He didn't have these quarterbacks. He didn't have these coaches. And it depends on what his offensive line is like. Casey, I think, to me, I would warn people to be careful about writing Casey off. Casey did a lot being chased 95% of the time.
Yeah.
He was he had sometimes one Mississippi, and that ball better have been gone. One of the reasons why he is hurt, because he took so many hits last year. Yeah. So for us to have two quarterbacks that are, we know what one can do for sure with Casey. Casey, the games we won, we probably don't win if he's not in there. That's the bottom line. So I'm not writing Casey off by any stretch of imagination, man. Casey is a heck of a quarterback, well respected in the locker room. And you just even seeing him and Sims talk on the sideline Saturday was cool, because you can tell those guys it seems like they get along pretty well. They're pulling for each other. So we have a great situation when you got two quarterbacks. And quite honestly, guys, here's the thing about this. We don't know what Jeff Sims can do yet.
Yeah.
We just don't. Now, like I said, there were some errant throws he had on Saturday, but overall from the spring, it seems like they're pretty high on him. I don't have a problem with having two capable quarterbacks. We need that in the Big Ten, which was shown last year. We had what 3 starting quarterbacks at one time last year because of injuries? No, or is it 4?
It would have been
Purdy,
Casey, Purdy, Logan Smothers, and that was pretty much.
Yeah, we had 3 starting quarterbacks at one time. The Big Ten is physical, and then again, it's not knocking them; it's just the truth. The O-line did not protect those guys very well last year. No. So when you talk about things of concerning competition, you mentioned, Nick, like I said, the quarterback and the running backs are going to be there, but I think both quarterbacks will play at some time. Of course, there'll be I think there's going to be a cadre of receivers. Running backs are going to play. Those guys are going to play quite a bit. But again, that offensive line is definitely going to be the tail of the tape.
That's where it gets so interesting, because we're going to have the conversation here in the coming months throughout the summer of like, they don't have time to test things out. Yep. They don't, it's not games against Hawaii.
It's week 1
and roast beef state. Like it's as DP would say, it's not, they don't have those. Yeah. Thank you, Rico. It's Minnesota. You start with a conference game and then a very important Colorado game that people have a lot of bragging rights on the line for.
I'm excited.
Raff, how about you?
I'm excited. I don't know if it's so much position battle, but I'm excited for the defense to see if they're able at the defensive line, if they can go 2, 3 lines deep, because there's going to be a lot of substitutions to keep people fresh.
Okay.
I also like the defense. Just being in that 3-3-5, I know it took a lot of people who were like, oh, 3-3-5, but I like it. I love the way that they're able to, bring an extra lineman down, and they're able to put offenses almost in a way to where they don't know where we're going to be at. It kind of reminds me of the old Falcons defense back 5-6 years ago, kind of that amoeba defense where they can put people on different spots. So I'm excited to see that. I like the another guy, was it Kai Wallen?
Kai Wallen, JUCO transfer. Yep.
He looks like a guy. He's got an engine, and you got Maverick Noonan. You've got people. I'm excited to see how it all plays out. It should be a fun summer, and a fun fall camp, because then you're going to add in the influx of people coming in the fall. So
I tell you one that might go under the radar, guys, in terms of position battle that I'm excited that I'll be paying attention to. Kicker.
Yeah.
You have Timmy Bleakroad, who went 1 of 3 over the weekend. I believe he hit a 49er, but missed from 43 and 46, if I remember correctly. And Tristan Alvano is on his way and is going to show up here in a couple weeks, getting ready to go. And we know what he can do. We saw it go 5 for 5 in field goals in Memorial Stadium during the state championship in really poor conditions, in really bad conditions, cold, windy conditions. Late last fall in the state title game, Tristan Alvano goes 5 for 5 in the state championship game. And so I think Tristan Alvano will win the starting job. Yeah, I truly do.
I would not be surprised one bit.
I think kicker is an interesting position about, because obviously quarterback's going to be fascinating, running back as well. And I think a lot of that might get sorted out too. It might clear up a little bit over today and tomorrow, but I think overall, I mean, one under the radar. It's like when we go watch practice in the fall, it's like, all right, who's the number one kicker? Because you guys know this, like Nebraska has been starving for a really good kicker ever since Drew Brown, maybe. Drew Brown, Alex Henry, like Drew Brown's been the best
Consistent.
one. Drew Brown's been the best one over the last like 12 years.
Right.
But even it wasn't no Alex Henry, no. So it's just kind of interesting to think about. But
when we come back from break, we want to dive more into these numbers too, man, because there's a lot of other guys that were out there that did some things. But that Linhart, man, he was. I want to talk more on the defensive side too when we come back, because there's a lot to break down and still to unpack there. Sanderson says people need to stop flipping out about these turnovers. It doesn't mean we're going to come out and have 8 turnovers a game. Exactly, Sanderson. It was one spring practice with the new guys in front of 60K. Be more concerned with this O-line. It's still a problem. And you know what? Sanderson's got some valid points there in that, again, just Sanders, to the point that you made about the turnovers, I think the same point can be said about the O-line right now too. It is spring. That's why you do it. And to me, I'd be more concerned if this was the fall and they were still putting the ball on the ground that many times. New system, new environment, new coaches. However, fall is coming. Yeah, fall is coming. We'll talk some more Husker football when we come back, folks. Also a tad about the NBA, but more Huskers when we come back on the Drive with AD and Raff. Nick holding it down, 90.7 The Ticket.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. His team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachment to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with a purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres for every field.
Into the building after the shooting. It was crippling, but it had to be preserved.
In response to the Pulse nightclub shooting that affected the LGBTQ community, Barbara Poma, owner of Pulse, founded the One Pulse Foundation to honor Pulse victims and survivors.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love in its rawest form.
Join the fight for LGBTQ acceptance. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
Experience cool blue waters right in your backyard. All in-stock above-ground swimming pools at Bonzall Pool and Spa are now 50% off. This offer is good through the end of May or until supplies run out. Our stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new pool now. And don't forget to stock up for the season with our spring chemical sale for any new or existing pool. Learn more at bonzallpool.com or visit us at 33rd and Highway 2. Bonzall Pool and Spa, every day made better.
Sunday morning. It's quiet, not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you want to come and text us,
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
This is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy.
Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric.
It's April, and that means the school is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride as summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hey guys, Nick Sainert here for The Body Shop. I recently had an incredible massage from Dennis and his team at The Body Shop, and now a massage for you can possibly turn into a free massage for your mom. That's right, with every service you receive in April, your name is put into a drawing for a free massage gift certificate that can turn into a wonderful Mother's Day gift for the mom in your life. Book your appointment at thebodyshoplincoln.com and stop by their location at 48th and A. The Body
Working Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits. Plus, medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Attention Lincoln. Looking for an effective way to reach the fitness goals you haven't been able to accomplish on your own? Body Fit Training science-based programming is led by multiple highly accredited coaches who will help you get the results you're capable of. Their group of strength training classes are designed to help you build muscle, burn fat, and improve your overall fitness level. At BFT Lincoln, you'll train like an athlete and be surrounded by motivated and like-minded individuals. For a limited time only, book a free class or exclusive trial offer by visiting bodyfittraining.com.
Problem gambling affects more than the gambler. It affects spouses, children, extended family members, and friends. If you are a loved one who's struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 476-2300.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox XL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Despite an increase in cloud cover, we should see a beautiful afternoon with a high of around 68. Winds a little breezy out of the south at around 15 to 20. Partly cloudy tonight with a low of around 41. It'll be slightly cooler tomorrow. Still breezy southeast winds of 20 with a high of 62. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Proudly sponsored by Sand Hills Global. Sand Hills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln, so apply today at sandhills.jobs. Boom. And you know what time it is now, guys. It'll be a heck of a transition from this groove to my groove.
Well,
What's your groove?
What's your groove, Raff? You need this?
Give it to me.
Boy, folks.
Give
Here
it to
here
me.
we go.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now. never gets old. It never gets old. All right, everybody. Raff's good take today goes out to Gabrielle Boogie and Marlena Sawfield Green, students at East High and Lincoln High. Each of these young ladies continue to actively
Heartburn?
I got to read. I
Tums.
got a little nervous. No. Each continue to be active youth leaders through the community, and they have been involved in story time, reading to area preschool classes, and they even created and facilitated a professional development module to the adult district school staff. So congratulations to Gabrielle and Marlena. You guys are awesome. Keep on doing your thing. Appreciate you. Pete, thanks for sending them in to me.
Raff's good take.
Have a great day.
Pete, appreciate you, big dog. And congrats to those two students, man. Keep doing great things, too. And I'm glad that Pete recognized them and continued to put the spotlight on them. And plug for Pete's show every Sunday morning, Bigger Than the Score, is on 8 to 9 a.m. right here on Night. People starting to take it on Sunday morning, so definitely check that out. Pete, appreciate you, big dog. Nick, you have me dying, man.
Are you kidding me? This just continues, people.
Oh, man.
This just continues.
Text in right now and let Nick know that he is the meanest person ever. That is, oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, man. Nick, that was Nick. So this, we're keeping that off the air, but it's something that Nick texted us while Raff was reading, man. That's why I stepped back because I started laughing.
It never crossed my mind.
I wasn't able to look at AD because
I couldn't look up, man. I couldn't look up. I saw the text and I couldn't look up, man.
Oh, and then we also, actually, I'm going to have two Raff's good takes today. Sanderson texted in. Can you please send out a shout out and a thank you to the men and women of the Hickman Fire and Rescue who saved my life after my massive heart attack Sunday night.
Oh, man.
Thank you, and God bless all of you. So the Hickman Fire Department and Rescue, thank you so much, because we appreciate Sanderson listening every day. So that helps our ratings, and just glad you're still
Sanderson,
around.
thank God you're okay, man. That's real business right there. A heart attack, and here we are. It's Monday. Bro, God bless you. Sanderson, take care of yourself, man. A speedy and most importantly, a safe recovery. But yes, a huge shout out to the Hickman Fire and Rescue. That just gives me goosebumps even reading it, man.
Yeah,
that saved his
Thank
life.
goodness.
Sanderson, take care of yourself, brother. If anything we can do, please let us know, because we appreciate you. And Sanderson's been a part of the family for a long time. He was with the station before any of us even got here.
Yeah.
Definitely way before that me and Raff got here. So Sanderson, take care of yourself, man, and Godspeed to you. I'm praying for you, man, for a speedy and healthy recovery, brother.
And Magic 9-3 says there's a baseball game on Saturday at noon for mental health and awareness with Northwest. So you can get out there and support high school baseball in the city. Yeah. That's
all right,
man.
We got one final segment coming up.
Yeah. Sanderson, take care of yourself, man. We'll be back on the drive with AD and Raff. Nick holding it down. 90.7 a ticket. We'll be right back.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail, because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something. Something serious. Love me? I know you like using wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopRex.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new Light Duty trucks right now at Koppel. So do not wait. Now is the time to buy the truck. So stop on in or visit us online at KoppelCars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with Roof Credit.
Hey guys, Nick Sainert here for The Body Shop. I recently had an incredible massage from Dennis and his team at The Body Shop. Now a massage for you can probably turn into a free massage for your mom. That's right, with every service you receive in April, your name is put into a drawing for a massage gift certificate that can turn into a wonderful Mother's Day gift for the mom in your life. Book your appointment at thebodyshoplincoln.com and stop by their location at 48th and A. The Body Shop.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club, or space club, and stuff like that. But what do adults get? And quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Barn Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and 4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over Monday nights or any night. Upside Barn Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa Cash checking account online or stop into any of our locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See LibertyFirstCU.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Are you planting this spring? Make safety your priority. LES requires any landscaping or trees to be planted a safe distance from electrical lines and equipment to give crews safe access. Visit les.com/trees to learn more.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club, or space club, and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Barn Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over Monday nights or any night. Upside Barn Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Problem gambling affects more than the gambler. It affects spouses, children, extended family members, and friends. If you are a loved one who's struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 476-2300.
The Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
We were trying to convince Austin, who will be having a child in October, to name his child Herbie.
Why do we want to name it Herbie?
Because we want to have a real life Herbie mascot, and it'll stay within the family.
Yep. Austin's just the patriarch. This is the first Herbie.
And day that Herbert family.
It's a family name.
Therefore, it's meant.
Austin's going to be the patriarch for Herbie.
Weekdays from 1 to 2 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This message is for Shauna, my mom who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You told me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. But now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction material. They sell in bulk to save you money. Buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. They deliver anywhere, and if you mention you heard this ad on 93.7 The Ticket, they'll deliver in town for free through the month of April with some restrictions applying. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for info or call 402-467-1627.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. If you got all right on your bingo board, boom, bingo.
Unknown Texture said, he says, all right, every intro and outro plus anytime he transitions between topics can do an all right drinking game.
All righty.
Unknown Texture says, did you guys watch the Wisconsin spring game? If so, I'm curious of your thoughts. From what I saw, reminded me of watching Nebraska when they transitioned away from what made them great. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't smiling. I did not see the Wisconsin spring game.
I
didn't
saw
either.
that there were like 9 people there.
They're going more spread and more throwing the ball. So it's when you go away from your recipe, watch out.
That's right.
You know, I want to come back to that, but real quick, Chase B says, did you know 91% of Nebraska firefighters are volunteer, including Hickman? Chase B, I did not know that. I'm not sure if you guys knew that. I did not know that at all.
I didn't either.
And again, a big shout out to the men and women that the rescue, everybody across the state. Again, I keep going back to Sanderson. Sanderson, I'm glad you're well, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And on the road to recovery. But Chase B, thanks for letting us know that. You know, as far as Wisconsin, I did not know that they changed up their offense.
Yep.
So more of a spread type deal?
Kind of like that Luke Fickell spread Cincinnati offense they ran with Desmond Ritter, a couple years ago.
You know, I'll say this, though, again. The spring is early, man. And I was even saying our spring game, there's some things that they didn't roll out because everybody's watching it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you got it on national television, so there's some wrinkles in there. But again, they're trying to find out. Sanderson, you go ahead and read it, Raff.
If all right, we are back as a drinking game, I'd be passed out by now. Well, prepare yourself. It's my calling card. It's like Dick Enberg. Oh my.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like I said, with Wisconsin, I haven't watched any. I watched ours again yesterday afternoon because they had it on the Big Ten Network again yesterday.
Yep.
So a lot of good things that I saw. The big thing for me, fellas, and I shared this with you guys in Terrell, the black shirt too, during the break. I'm just glad they were tackling. Everybody was live, man,
and there were no onside kicks because you did an onside kick.
There was a fake punt.
They did XFL rules. Did you see his explanation for why he did all the fake punts?
What did he say?
He was trying to balance up the plays on both sides.
I got you.
So he's trying to get them more
reps.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I was glad to see the physicality of it. I'm gonna read a few more texts here. Let me see here. Unknown Texture says, I think Casey had an accuracy factor. You mentioned Sims is missing right now. Thompson might not be as athletic, but he knows how to manage the game. I'd agree with that. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting fall. Unknown Texture says, Jeff Sims seems like a good athlete playing quarterback. He throws okay, but if I'm not mistaken, he only completed 58% of his passes last year. Casey's a true quarterback, and he's certainly athletic enough. I trust him to complete the passes that he should, but I can see that Sims will probably miss some wide open guys. I hope that rule isn't locked in with Sims. Interesting point. Unknown Texter, I took my 4-year-old Kaysen to the first spring game, his first time at the stadium. He's been listening to you guys since the top of the hour. Like, he knows everything you're saying. So cool, man. Thanks for taking your game.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
for listening. And shout out to Kaysen, too. I'm glad you had a great time at that one. Magic 93 says, you guys need to mention the baseball game going on Saturday at noon for mental health awareness between Northwest. Yeah, Raff, you did. You did. See, I looked up. I was like, I think Raff read that one already. Yeah. Unknown Texter again. I don't think we've seen this one.
No.
Oh yeah, you mentioned this the Wisconsin game.
Yeah. So they were tagging off.
Oh.
Been there, done that.
Yes.
It's really fun.
Guys, lastly, before we go on with the 80 attitude adjustment and get out of here, listen to this. So ESPN is starting to do layoffs. Just another yearly.
Oh, wow. They do that a lot.
They do it a lot. they're planning to cut 7,000 jobs.
7,000
by the end of the summer.
Oh.
Listen to this. A guy that got laid off today, Mike Soltis, ESPN's second longest tenured executive, has been laid off.
Wow.
The vice president of corporate communications officially was informed this morning that he will leave the company in late June after a 43-year run.
Man.
Basically everything he does, everything that you see on TV and on every single ESPN station across the United States has been under Soltis's watch the entire time ESPN has been founded.
Man.
7,000 jobs. And so it says the well-liked and well-respected Soltis is an ESPN lifer, having worked for ESPN for 98% of the network's history.
Wow.
ESPN's founder, Bill Rasmussen, brought him on board in 1980. Soltis' departure will leave a gaping hole in ESPN's communications and PR department, as he has countless deep relationships with media who cover the ESPN networks. He oversaw all publicity for ESPN's United States networks, and currently he oversees all publicity details around ESPN's news operations and college sports coverage.
Man, that's crazy.
In addition to ESPN's social media and online feeds.
That's wild.
That is, and here's another thing. Outside of ESPN, Soltis is the chairman, is the head chair on the board for a Connecticut-based food organization that advises youth journalism across the entire country. Dang. So
Nobody's safe at ESPN.
43 years, and he just got laid off.
Man.
But I mean that goes back to Chris Berman too. I mean,
yeah,
Chris Berman should be able, if he wants to call the first night of the NFL draft, they should find a way for him to do it. And it's like they kind of pushed him out too. It's so weird.
It shows you, man. There's
It's Disney, I tell you, they're not nice.
But no,
very little loyalty anymore.
And on this article, this article came from Sporting Business Journal from John Arand. Basically says that all of the on-air talent who will get laid off will happen in the summer. So we're about to find out here in a couple weeks, which is crazy to think about.
It's a different business, that's for sure, man. It's a different business, folks. The 80 Attitude Adjustment. It's sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska. Full-time, part-time, days, evenings, weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. ilc.net/careers. Today's 80 Attitude Adjustment, folks, is a saying that I found that's pretty cool. It says, scars tell the story of where you've been. They don't dictate where you're going. The scars tell the story of where you've been. They don't dictate where you're going. Folks, again, it brings up where Sanderson, that's hard to believe that man was gone for 10 minutes and the fire and rescue brought him back to life by the grace of God. And that's a scar, but it's not where, it doesn't dictate where you can go. So folks, the scars you have, we all got them. Physical scars, mental scars, social scars, emotional scars. They don't have to dictate where you're going, though. Use those scars. And in fact, I've even heard the saying, our scars become our stars, because they show what we've been through and we've still made it. So folks, if you're going through something today, it may tell the story, but it doesn't have to dictate where you're going. You can dictate that still as well. Well, folks, that was Monday. And I know we'll talk more spring ball, and there's going to be a lot to talk about because they still got to get that roster down. The transfer portal closes again on the 30th. So I'm almost positive there'll be more activity. What's your guys' thoughts real quick on that?
Oh, yeah. This next couple of days, it's going to be wild. There's going to be probably later this afternoon, they'll start rolling in. You'll see some players that will be no longer with the team. So we'll see how it all plays out. It's been another great show. JD Knox, you better have been listening to this morning. There's your shout out, buddy. All right. We will talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect